Billy, good? Everybody?
Good. Turn it on.
All right,
I was
Coach.
about to say, some of you guys would have blown it way out. Gonna be an armchair quarterback on you. Obviously, a very gratifying victory. Just proud of our coaching staff, proud of our team, just everybody, you know, for putting it all together and staying the course through a long, difficult season. It's not easy to do the things that this team has done and that it's doing. And when you're not breaking down barriers and you're doing things that haven't been done in a long, long time, there's going to be bumps in the road, and there's going to be highs and lows, and there's going to be good and bad. And just greatly appreciate everybody in our program, in our organization, just staying the course, staying steady, believing in the things that we're doing. That group of players in there, led by the seniors, is just a special group of young men. They've overcome a lot, and a lot of adversity, and you know, put a lot of hard work in for many years to put ourselves in a position to do good things. And just really greatly appreciate that whole team and that coaching staff, our administration, Dr. Capilouto, Mitch, Mark Hill, you know, everybody. It takes a lot of us, and appreciate our fan base that was here today, and that core group that's always with us. And we felt them in the stadium. There was a lot of blue at the end, and you know, so it's been you know, just really good to see it all come together, to get the Governor's Cup and bring it back home, and let these players take a few days to decompress and heal up a bit.
Mark, 2 years ago when you won this game, it gave you guys a lot of momentum going into recruiting and all that in December. What can this kind of performance do for you going into these bowl
Yeah, I
games?
definitely believe it has to help us. You know, we've you know, won a lot of football games, and you know, we did a lot of different ways, and that's what a team's all about. And we feel good about what we have going on in the recruiting, and we look to go and build on this. So I was, you know, really pleased with Terry. I really felt like he did some really good things. He was, what, 14 of 16 in the first half, and really put it away at the end of the first half. Really played some really good football down the stretch late in the second quarter, with us getting the ball to start the third quarter. I know that was big.
Mark, have you changed the entire offensive scheme the last couple of games?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
How encouraging is it for the future, though, to see Terry coming on towards the end of the season?
Yeah, without a doubt, it's really important. You know, that's a tough position to play, and there's got to be a lot of good pieces around it. And you know, but he really was comfortable. He threw some, you know, really good passes today in some tight windows. He bought some time with his legs, and just really made a lot of good decisions. So I think it's very encouraging.
Mark, what does the ninth win mean?
Pardon me?
What is the ninth win?
The ninth
We
win
haven't
is-
been down here in a long time.
Yeah, it's significant. There's no doubt. You know, we want to, you know, we only get 12, we're guaranteed 12 opportunities. And, you know, we know how it is, and that's why college football is, you know, what it is, you know, because you get 12 opportunities, and it's a tough grind. And there's going to be some highs and lows. You've got to find ways to win games in difficult situations and overcome, you know, adversity and bad plays. And you know, we you know, getting 9 is a big deal. It hasn't been done in 41 years, and that is significant. And that I'm proud of that team. And that's what I told them. You know, that they deserve you know, some recognition because they've worked hard.
Mark, was there any crowd surfing in the locker room?
No,
You just around the locker room.
no, I'm all banged up though. Those big guys were throwing me around, so I feel they've been having a neck problem, so I'll be sore tomorrow. I'll see them in the chiropractor in the morning, I'm sure.
Mark, how tough is it for what Terry did to come into a senior-dominated team that, you know, was set up to win this year, and to, you know, take over as a quarterback with no experience and persevere through that?
Yeah, it's tough, you know, and him being a transfer and coming in and not knowing the lay of the land or his teammates, and just playing in general. Being a first-year starter is difficult in you know, in college football, you know, in particular in our league, and you know, he's really grown and stayed stayed the course and stayed steady. And he had some highs and lows. It's tough, you know, and he has to be able to handle that and keep on pushing forward.
Mark, midway through the season, was Terry banged up? It looked like these last 2 weeks he had a different gear. He played with a different speed. Was he banged up there for
He
about
was.
3 or 4 weeks?
He was, but we don't, you know, he's not making an excuse, and I'm not making an excuse, but yes, he was. You know, he was banged up, and, played through it, and he's certainly feeling better now.
Louisville's had a lot of problems stopping everybody, but you got 600 yards, no punts, 29 first downs. What was available today that is not in normal games?
Well, you know, they played hard. We knew they would. You know, and it's a rivalry game, and they're going to come in here and they have pride about them, and they, you know, they were going to come in and play tough and play hard, and they did. They had some good stops at times, and we just knew if we just kept on plugging along and running our offense. Certainly, Terry made some really big plays. He bought time. He threw the ball down the field and threw the ball in some tight windows. And our run game is you know, always going to be there. And we just got to keep on staying the course with that. And we ripped off some big runs late. That was nice to see. And AJ had a good run that kind of capped it all off. But you know, we also hit. You know, we executed our offense and some of the pop passes, some of the passes where there were reads in there. We hit some of that with CJ again early that got us moving and kind of kept them off balance.
Mark Radio said Benny hurt his back.
Not that I know of. He was banged up in there. I don't know exactly, to be honest with you, because I saw him and was talking to him. He didn't act like anything was wrong with him.
Mark, as a rule, programs like to win bowl games, but there's still rewards for a season. I wonder with the chance to get the 10th win for, well, it's only happened twice in 100 some years, what that means.
It definitely does. There's something about that. You're right. You hear 10, you know, it's significant again. And every win, you know, they only get so many opportunities. So it's very important. And, you know, I felt like we really did some things differently a year ago, and the guys really played hard, and we gave it a great effort. And we're going to do the same thing this year. We really, you know, we got a bunch of guys in there that want to win. And so we'll try to make sure they're in a great mindset and go in there and give it everything we got to try to get another
So
victory.
you'll use that as extra incentive, chance to go get 10?
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you expecting the full team to go to whatever bowl it is, or are you expecting the starters?
I am, yeah. You know, I'll have some conversations with these guys, but we've had some ongoing, and I do. I mean, you know, if somebody chooses not to, we'll address it at the time, but I do anticipate everything.
Mark, Lynn Bowden, I mean, he had to learn a different position last year. Just seems like this year he's gotten better and better on his routes and just becoming that playmaker that you saw when you recruited him.
Yeah, he really is. He stepped up today, and we thought we had him on the one on the fade, the deep one, and he just got deflected. I believe he was getting contested and just missed that one, but came back a few plays later, if I'm not mistaken, and made that competitive catch in the back of the end zone. And you know, he's been like that. He's been really steady and getting better. And we know he's great with the ball in his hands, but now he's getting open. Terry's hitting him, and that's a lot to build on there.
Mark, it looked like maybe Louisville was trying to bait you guys with all their penalties, personal fouls. I mean, in the past, your team may not have shown as much restraint. What was different?
We talked about it all week, you know, that we just had to be disciplined, and you know, we want to be aggressive, and we wanted an aggressive mindset, but you have to be disciplined and you know, fundamental. And you know, I felt like our guys, for the most part, kept their composure. I thought the officials did a great job of keeping the game, you know, in check, and so I was proud of them. Yes.
For Louisville fans who have suffered through this season, did you see anything on the field that impressed you at all about the Cardinals?
Oh, without a doubt. Like I said, I know a lot of those guys over there, and I know, you know, some of their coaches, and you know, they came out and played hard. I knew they would. They've had a tough year, and we you know, if you're in this business and you're coaching long enough, they're going to be on every side of it. So I've been there before, and I'm sure they'll bounce back and get things going.
Mark, in years past, and long before you got here, a loss like the one at Tennessee would have sent the season going sideways.
I'm sorry, if you started, I wasn't paying
Years
attention.
past, even before you even got here, a loss like the one at Tennessee would have sent the season going sideways. Why didn't that happen this time?
Well, because you know, we've built on the, you know, the leadership, the foundation. We've been building on this for years and years, And we have some guys with some experience that understand that and that can bounce back and have a mentality about it, a mindset, and a belief system in each other, and just rely back on the foundation that's set. And I appreciate them for that. And like I said, there's no guarantees, but it doesn't surprise me. I knew this group would come out and play hard and try to finish the season.
Mark, a week ago, it was seniors who led you guys to that win. Tonight, it was a bunch of guys who are going to be here next year. How much does that help?
Yeah,
going into an
without a
offseason?
doubt. You know, we haven't had to lean on a lot of those guys, but we feel good about them. You know, with Cavassier, you saw a little bit of him tonight, and AJ, you know, his speed, and so that's good to see. And you know, even defensively, and you know, across the board, offensive line, defensive line, a lot of good players in there.
Got time for one more?
22 looked a lot like 41 on that sack, is that possible?
22's good looking frame. We like those guys like that, but now there's some good young talent there. It was good to see number 4 back out there tonight, and he was getting a lot of snaps there at the end, and he's pretty big playing that position right now. So you know, but it was good to see him. He was playing a lot of snaps. He was getting a little tired there, but we just let him go.
One more with Michael
He
Bell.
was showing some quickness.
What's that?
He was showing some quickness, but he missed 2 or 3 tackles.
I know, we saw him out there. He'll get his feet up underneath him. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. I wouldn't pass him in the next game.
You reached your goal of changing the environment, changing the attitude of UK football. In your mind, when you first came here, how many years did you think it would take till you got to a 9-win season?
I don't know. I mean, I never want to put time frames on things, and we're never satisfied. And you know, always feel like there's a lot of room for improvement, and we're going to continue to strive for that. And like I said, I don't, you know, take it for granted either. Greatly appreciate the work that went into it for a long time, and just staying steady and staying consistent, continuing to work and build great people around here, and we're going to continue to strive to get better.
All right, thanks, Coach. Hey, stay here.